JD Jimerson, shout out to myself. You tapped into the 5 a.m. club. What up, Blaze? JD.
Poppy's Bourbon. Strong enough for a man, smooth enough for a woman. Drink responsibly.
To everybody, if you hadn't did it already, I would like for you to go download the caffeine app. The app is free. You can free download it. Load it down for free. Yes. And after you download it, load it down. Load down the caffeine. I want you to follow the comedy brass. Yes. Look at my nose. I got it from the script. B-O-O-Z, O-O-B-L-Z, lace me. And now I keep my nose and everything in your business, in her booty. Sometimes it's all in my soup and my coffee and I stir like a spoon. So go download the caffeine app, follow the comedy press, and tune into the script Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. O-O-B-L-C, my nose.
JD Jimerson, shout out to myself. You tapped into the 5 a.m. club. What up, Blaze?
Yeah. Let's get a little bit of clarity going on here. What's happening? There we go. Good morning, everybody. Let's get this up here. Let's make it a little bit. Top of the morning. Let's do it. Sure, y'all in here this morning, man. I thought y'all be crashed out with y'all asses out, man, after this football, man. All right. Barry Beige. Top of the morning, Barry. Top of the morning to you, brother. Ty Ward. Top of the morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Honey C, of course. Good morning. How are you, Honey C? You weren't doing too well last week, Friday. Let us know how you feeling this morning. With Stamina 45. What's good with your man? Top of the morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Old City Kane. Top of the morning. Christian Clayton. Top of the morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Man. Yeah, y'all up and at it today. Mikey, top of the morning, brother. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club, man. Excited, glad to have you here, man. Yeah, Mike said, got to get that work done. Absolutely, man. You got work to do, you got to do it. If not, you're at the right place, man. We are the 5 a.m. club. And yeah, it's going down, man. It's one of those weeks we got to get back on track. Every week we got to be focused, but this was a pretty tough week this week, man. You know, on top of maintaining our weekly goals, along with the weekend, football, family. It's been a pretty tough week. And somebody let me know too. I don't know what holiday is today. I have no idea. All I know is my kid ain't in school today. No school today. That looks, I guess it's all right. Yeah. Man. Woo. Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths, because it's the start of it. I guess I better pay attention or think about the positive, man. At least it starts here for me. It starts right here. It starts at 5 a.m. and it starts right here with y'all. So it's Monday. Y'all know what time it is on Mondays. Lincoln birthday. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that, brother. It's funny. That's very interesting. Lincoln's birthday. The title of today's show is The American Dream. Speaking of Lincoln's birthday, The American Dream. We're going to talk about that a little bit this morning. We got more important things to start off with, though. It is Monday, so Monday we talk about our weekly goals. It's a good time for you to be here, Mike, because some of my goals are certainly close to yours, man, and we should tap in a little bit on that workout tip. But so Mondays here at the 5 a.m. Club, we all set weekly goals. Nothing too strenuous, but nothing too light either. You know what I mean? We want to feel satisfied and fulfilled when we're all done. So yeah, we set light goals. I don't know, weight challenges, cardio challenges, water challenges. It varies, but yeah, I'm certainly looking to turn up my workout one this week. This weekend got me in debt. Not financial debt. I'm in physical debt, man. My body. Let's get this camera level. Can we get a little? Yeah, bear with me a second here. Let me get a little bit of clarity there. I think I like that. Yeah, maybe I should just scoot up. So, yeah, I'm in debt, man, to the physical gods. As good as I did last week, I got to do that at least. But I'm looking to increase a bit myself personally. So we'll see how that goes for the week. I don't like the way this sits. Any birthdays this week? Any birthdays, special announcements? Hold on. Before we even dive off into, y'all certainly put down the new birthdays, any special occasion coming up from for any of our 5 a.m. members, man. But before we dive too far, man, we're going to send a very special birthday shout out to JD. We wished him happy birthday last week on Friday. I want to say all y'all except me. I planned on putting this thing together for him at the end of the show, but we got all off into what we was doing. It totally slipped my mind. So before we go any further, I certainly want to say shout out to JD, man. Shouts out to Texas Pier 404, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. I love you, brother. I appreciate all the support. Yeah, JD, y'all know JD. JD stay in the comments. He's a regular member here, and I'm sure he'll be here shortly. But yeah, special shout out to him and his birthday. JD is a hell of a guy, period. Like most of us here at the 5 a.m. Club, we're all about positivity, piggybacking off each other, building each other. You know, just a real no-nonsense group, all about love and positivity. So that goes without saying. But JD is an exceptional brother. You know, we went on a slight tour last year. Me and my Craig Facts crew. If anybody don't know me from Craig Facts, I'm Blaze, the guy from a few things, but Craig Facts, the script. The Roast Domino League, and so on and so forth. But we did a short tour, and we made a stop in Texas, Austin, Texas. Shout out to Austin. They treated us very well. We had a good time. JD came all the way down from Fort Worth to Austin, which is a good little drive. Yeah, it was a good little drive, man. He came down. We did 2 shows in one night. We performed 2 days that weekend. Man. Oh, 5. Happy birthday, Will Stumlin. Will Stumlin, is your birthday today? Let us know for sure. I see somebody wished you a happy birthday. Anyway, JD came down from all the way from Fort Worth, Texas, man, to come down to Austin, which is a hell of a drive. He was there. He stayed at both shows. He got the VIP pass where he got to do the meet and greet with us, pictures. You know, we did a whole 9, man. And that dude is family, man. So that's one thing about us. We really rock out with our fans. We'll Stumlin on the 28th. Not too far. So. Yeah, we're gonna be sending them wishes to you soon too. Yeah, man. You know, he came down to the shows. This dude, yeah, man. Yeah, super dude, super brother. It was his birthday this weekend, JD. JD is certainly one of our original 5 a.m. members. We should have. Yeah, we're gonna get his merchandise going later in the show. But yeah. Without drawing it out too much longer, man. JD, we love you, man. Happy birthday. We appreciate you. And we got the birthday song for you, brother. Here you go.
Player. Every birthday. You pass me that ring off, God damn it. I mean now. How's back at your boy in a minute?
Yeah, man. Jay, hold on, man. We're gonna run that back for JD one more time, man. This was, Friday and today, man. Congratulations again. Happy birthday. And shout out JD in Fort Worth, Texas, man. From the 5 a.m. club and from all over the world, man. We love you and appreciate you, bro.
Player. Every birthday. You pass me that ring off, God damn it. I mean now. How's back at your boy in a minute?
Yeah. Pass me that ring off, God damn it. Yeah, man. JD. That's what's up. Will Stamler. Yeah, you got a little bit you got a couple of weeks for sure. Goal for the weeks to get back on track on the workout tip. That's right. Y'all can start spilling them in. Y'all start spilling in those weekly goals, man. I got y'all right now. We start jotting that down. Well, back on track. Yeah, Will back on his workout. Any other weekly goals? Who's the Real Chief TV? Top of the morning, brother. Welcome back to the 5 a.m. club. Like I said, he fast. Yeah, man, any of these Old City Kane said he at work right now, getting it in. That's good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Got my sleep back on track. Oh, yeah, there you go. Sleep is important. We always talk about that here, the 5 a.m. club, the importance of sleeping. A few things are important, getting started for the day. Sleeping certainly being one of them. Sleeping, light workout when you get up and get going. Water, some calming music. Mikey, $600 a month. Invest $600 a month. Okay. Yeah, that's certainly a good goal. Investment goals. 5 a.m. Yeah, so also work out 3-4 days a week. Okay, who's the Real Chief TV? 3-4 days a week. I tell you what, Real Chief TV, if you ain't working this early, it's the best time to do it. This is the best time to do it. Top of the morning, knock it out. This is how I started my program a couple of weeks ago. I had set times throughout the day, but I'm here 5 in the morning with y'all Monday through Friday. So I just went on and took it upon myself to, as soon as I'm done, as soon as I leave the studio, shut the show down, man, it's time to go get it. I'm already up. I'm already at it. I'm fresh off of a conversation with y'all. So every day, top of the morning, welcome back to the club. We just jotted down goals. We're doing our weekly goals so every day. So if you want to slide yours in, come on with it. Barry Beige, come on, brother, give us another one, man. You've been doing good. You did the water challenge last week. How's that apartment coming along? How's the decorating going? She'll get off in 1 or 2. Got the whole day ahead. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, Michael Washington. Yeah, you out of there 1 or 2. That's a beautiful situation. Yeah, the full day, like you said. So we got Will Stumman, we got Chief TV. Honey C ain't gave us no go. City Kane to buy myself a bike so I can get some leg exercise. Oh, bicycle. Let's go. All right, so far I got Will Stumman 45, Chief TV, and OKC. If I miss anybody, somebody screaming out for me in the comments. Mikey, I heard yours. This your first time to the club. You got to be here at least 3-4 days. We got to recognize you before we jot it down. City King, bicycle. Yeah, otherwise we'd be jotting down a bunch of stuff for a bunch of people who ain't even here. And come Friday when we talk about accomplishments and non-accomplishments, they're not even here. Bicycle for legs. Create something this week, Honey C. All right. Honey C plans to create something this week. Nice. I like that. It's a good part of the brain to be working on. Creativity. All right, Barry said he got his in check. Go back in our art studio, Cray. Okay, we can go finish moving all the stuff into new apartment and do at least 2 workouts a day for 3 days this week. Barry, man, Barry one-upping us around this motherfucker, man. Barry kicking ass around here, man. Move all of his stuff from one apartment to another one. Y'all hearing? From one apartment to another. And, hold on, let me not leave that. And he doubled down on that. So let's put that on the screen. Y'all check that out, man. Barry's showing his ass around here. And do at least 2 workouts a day. Wow, that's a tough one. 2 workouts a day. 3 days a week. At least 3 days, right? Yeah, man. That's dope. And moving all the stuff, all the small stuff into the new apartment. Yeah, man, you showing your ass. That's good though. That is awesome. You gonna up the ante around here for folks. So I'm gonna be honest here. I put a pretty heavy task on myself last week, and I'm pretty satisfied that I got through it. But it wasn't no piece of cake. Certainly wasn't a piece of cake. So mine was the okay. So I'm gonna add something to it because I'm gonna do so I up my cardio to that power hour every morning after the club. So what I'm gonna add is that the cardio. I'm gonna add 3. Let's do 2. And if I get to the third one, I'll give y'all a bonus. 2 heavy weight sessions. I think 3 is very easily doable, but I'm gonna leave myself a little room and get 2 of them in there at least. The cardio is more important to me, but it's important to be all the way around, fit all the way around. Yeah. Also want to finish a piano composition I'm working on. Will Stumman. You showing, you see Barry pumping people up around here. Will showing his ass around here, man. You got a few things to accomplish this week too. I play the piano a little bit. I love the piano. We might have to connect on that sometimes. Mikey says sometimes I'm already working out at 5 a.m., but I would check when I'm up. Oh yeah. Slide your workout 15 minutes up or 15 minutes back, man. Come hang out with us. I'm glad you're here today. Check it out. See if there's anything for you to get out of this. Anything that helps, throughout your day, stimulate your brain, educate you a little bit. We try to do a little bit of it all here, but while still maintaining smooth and positivity because it's early in the morning. We get rough and rugged on the script. Script is now showing Tuesdays at 8:30 on YouTube. That's Tuesdays at 8:30. And we will be changing the time and date pretty soon. I have my date set around our big brother, Corey Holcomb. I don't want to interfere with his show, but I might go with a whole nother day so that I can comfortably do a whole nother time. So we're not mixing and bumping content around here, especially with our teammates. Yeah. So got those in here. All right, man. I think it's action time around this Johnny, man. Yeah, I think we got the birthdays out of the week. We got weekly goals going. Yeah, it's time to get bubbling.
JD Jimerson, shout out to myself. You tapped into the 5 a.m. club. What up, Blaze?
Yes, sir. So being Monday, getting back on track, we're just going to go over a few things that's good to do. Good practice to get your week going. Good practice to get you started off on a good foot. And we'll breeze through them because everybody here is regulars pretty much. Before we do that, busy day tomorrow because of grad school, but after that, looking solid. Well, Stumlin, grad school, where you graduating from one of the local community colleges? Nah, just pissing around, man. Some early morning wake up. So let's dive into it. One of the first things about top of the morning, it's waking up early, which if you're up now, you have already accomplished that. Do a brief digital detox. We're all about our digital detoxes around here. It's very important that we take time away from our phones, computers, and or any other devices that might steal our attention. Anything that keeps us from us. We have to do the things that people call boring. Even you may call it boring. Whatever it is, it's important because it's for you. So we want to make sure we stay on top of that. Start your day with calming music. Meditation music, anything you deem calming. You definitely would like to remain calm throughout the course of your day. But if you have no control over anything, you certainly have control over the way you start your day. So let's start it with some calming music. Have a morning workout routine. Morning workout routines are important. It's good to get your body going. It's good to get flowing. It's good to get a light sweat in. You don't have to burn yourself out starting so early, but it is important to get your body going, get active. And if you perspire, then you did an excellent job. But the goal is to get up and get in motion, get it happening. Eat a healthy breakfast. Sometimes our days start, we don't got control over what we eat throughout the day. We have jobs where we got to kind of move and, be on the go. So if you're in one of those situations, certainly start your morning off on a good foot because, that might be the only opportunity you have to control your day. So definitely take advantage of that. Meditate at least 10 minutes a day. If you've never meditated before, they have guided meditation. There's other forms of meditation that you can partake in, assist, where you get help, where you get, assistance. There's people guide you into it. Whatever works for you, whatever works for you. Meditation is all about breathing, concentrating on your breathing. That, when your mind starts wandering, which it does, because that's how it works for us, bring yourself back to the breath, to the breathing. Count your breathing. That's a good practice that I use because my mind be going. Barry said he started his day with the calm tones of DMX and Wu-Tang, right? And them sound like daddies, man. That's get up and get it going music. That's on my way out the door music. But yeah, I hear you. Keep a daily journal. Journals are healthy. Keep a daily journal. I'll give you guys a tip or trick, man. The regular people who are here, showing up here, is a tip, is your daily journal. We talk about it every Monday, our weekly goals. Friday, we go over it. So if you don't touch a pen and paper all week, remember, it's digitally recorded. It's right here. These shows go up and they don't come down. So talking about it here is a form of journaling, because you can always go back to it. You can always go back and rewind the show, pull it back up and remember what you said, what we talked about, or things you wanted to keep going. And it's journaled. So there you go. But it's good to keep your own journal, a daily journal, just for the practice. Practice gratitude. It's very important we practice gratitude. You have no idea what that does for yourself and or other people. The most important thing I want to talk about is what it does for you. When you feel good, who cares how somebody responds to you? When you feel good, then things go good. And that's what we're about here. Choose 3 goals to prioritize daily. Daily goals. We just discussed weekly goals, but we should also have daily goals. Our daily goals are going to be a lot lighter than the ones we choose for our week, for obvious reasons. We have a short amount of time to accomplish these things, but they are equally as important. So don't skimp out on those. Read up on your industry. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever business you want to start, whatever business you are a part of, whatever dream you may have, read up on your industry. Can't stress that enough. Know what it is that you want to do. Set your mental GPS. Know where you want to go. Lock yourself in and start your mission. Start directing yourself. But it's hard to direct yourself to a place you have no idea where you're going. If I told all y'all meet me at the Blue Hole next week at 4:00, nobody'd move. You guys get off the show and wouldn't know the first thing to do. You don't know where you're going. How can you get there? So, know where you're going. Read up on your industry. Learn what you want to do. Learn more about what you want to do and get to it. Consume motivational content. Very important. We listen and hear a lot of stuff willingly and sometimes unwillingly. Unwillingly examples would be, listening to somebody else whine and cry in the office. Sometimes we're forced to hear what other people are listening to music-wise. Sometimes we got partners, mates, siblings who stuff us full of their daily problems or shenanigans. So consume motivational content, positive things. If you're here at 5 a.m., you've already begun. JD, top of the morning, welcome to the 5 a.m. club. We figured you'd be late, man. Partying hardy this weekend. Happy birthday again, bro. We had a whole birthday session out for you this morning because we should have took that time off Friday and put it together. But happy birthday to you, brother. We appreciate you. We love you. And we want to hear all about it. Man. We know y'all went up. So that's good stuff, man. We're glad to be a part of that with you. Surround yourself with optimistic people. Very important. You have pessimists, you have optimists. Surround yourself with optimistic people, the can-do people, the glass half full people. That's who we want to surround ourselves with, those people, because those are the ones that are going to be most motivating. Those are going to be the people that are more likely to push you. And sometimes that's all we need, as teammates, as people. A lot of times we have what we need inside of us. It just takes a little bit of a push, just a little push. And if you get it, who knows what'll happen? Who knows, what changes will come about in your life. Block out time in your calendar. Block out time in your calendar. For me, that's very easy. I have to. Very, very busy. Got a lot of things going, but everybody not as busy as me. Everybody don't have a schedule such as myself. So if you don't have very many things to do, that's okay. There's still very important things in your life. Just because you ain't running around this camera, this event, this function, or whatever, like I'm doing, you are doing important things, whether it's picking up your kids from school, whether it's helping out your partner with whatever, your girlfriend, your wife, whether it's picking them up, whether it's being there for them, whether it's make time to give them ear, conversation, whatever it is, make some time in your calendar. Put some stuff on your calendar. Become important. Or not become important. We are important. Acknowledge your importance. I like that. We'll make that correction. Acknowledge your importance. And one of the ways you acknowledge your importance is, make time. Make time on your calendar and prioritize things. Prioritize whatever is important to you. Block out time in your calendar. Pencil in time to relax. Just as important. Very important to pencil in time to relax, because all work without play will limit your working ability. And we don't want that. We don't want anything limiting our working ability. Be more health conscious. Goes without saying. Let's eat better. Let's move better. Let's get the other benefits that come with eating and moving better. The physical attributes, the mental clarity. There's a ton of benefits that come with being mentally. With being health conscious. Move your body throughout the day. Some people drive trucks. Some people sit in offices. Some people have very still jobs. Some people have very still days. Let's be more conscious. Let's move around. Corrupt album. Top of the morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. We appreciate your presence here. Keep your space organized and clean. If you guys are anything like me, the smallest detail makes the biggest difference in the world for me. I could be, in the middle of a writing or trying to create, and little clutter get to me. And I mean small. It could be some stuff on my dining table, of things on my kitchen counter. When I clean these things, or if I have these things clean, it makes the biggest difference in the world for me. Something so small, something that takes, 4 or 5 minutes can be all the difference in the world, and if it helps you at all, you should certainly practice it and practice it regularly. Yahweh, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Very happy to have you here. Love to see you, and hope you be here more often. So keep your space organized and clean. Be social more often. Take time for self-care and sleep long enough. So being social more often, whether you're an introvert or extrovert, it helps. It helps with how you feel. It helps with when it comes to relating to people. It just helps all the way around. Helps. What is this? It's very, very helpful. Take that off. Yeah, it's very helpful. So be social more often. You never know what it does for you and or other people. Sometimes a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening really, really can be the difference between somebody having an okay day and a really good day. So if you could be that difference, be it. Taking time for self-care, that goes with a pencil and time in for relax, but it gets a little bit more detailed. Self-care. Get your massages weekly. Once a week if you can. If not, twice a month, whatever you can do and afford, do it. Do it. It's very, very important. Very important. Learn about the power of your subconscious. Law of attraction. That's a very good point made by Corrupt Album here. Yeah, learn about the power of your subconscious. Subconscious, is a very important part of you. You think it, you believe it, it shall become true. Any human being with a settled purpose must accomplish it, for it's the law. It is the law. So, yeah, definitely pay attention to those things, folks. Definitely pay attention to those things. The law of attraction is very important. Since we're talking the law of attraction, why don't we just quickly glide over the law of prosperity? We're all looking forward to that. We all want to be a part of that. The law of prosperity says that he who contributes to prosperity must in turn prosper himself. Very easy, very straightforward. If you contribute to prosperity, you may not get your prosperity from where you contribute, but it must come from you somewhere, for it's the law. So anybody seeking prosperity, you know how to do it. You contribute to it. Contributing to prosperity means anything that anybody's doing on their way up, any contribution you make to that will be helpful to you. It will be helpful to you. And speaking of contribution, it's that time of the show where we get into it. This is where I remind y'all to hit them like buttons. Everybody slide on there and tap that like button. We appreciate everybody who shows up here. We appreciate all the contributions that come to us by way of like, love, sharing, and or a Cash App. It's an awesome thing. You guys have no idea what that does for the algorithm, and we need it here at the 5 a.m. Club. We need to push. We need to do whatever we can do to keep it going. All right?
I take cash out, Venmo, Zelle, EBT, ooh, EBT. I take cash out, Venmo.
Yeah. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Those likes really help out around here. So, today's literature for the week. It seems like I'm finding something every week. Last week I showed y'all, I still got it here on my desk because I take out, I learn something every day. But last week I showed y'all the Little Legends. I found this section inside of Target. It was a Black section for Black History Month. But they had a book called Little Legends, Exceptional Men in Black History. I don't know if y'all can see that very clear. There it goes. Yeah, I thought that was a very dope book. I originally bought it for a nephew. My son. And then I started reading some of these heroes and realized there was a lot of them that I didn't know. So I said, I got to get two of them. I got one for myself. And then you can't talk about the Black men in history without talking about the bold women in Black history. Very, very enlightening book. Laquan, it's truly breath. Good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Club. Glad to have you here. Appreciate it. Hope to see you here more often as well. So those are two books that I showed y'all last week that I picked up that I thought was pretty dope. But today I'd like to share something that if anybody here, any of you guys are parents, which most of us probably are, as a parent, listen, thank me later. Divine Bebop, good morning. Good morning, welcome. As a parent, you guys are going to love me for this one here. This one is called All About Me. All About Me. I am told that they also have another version called All About Us for anybody who's in a relationship or any sort of partnership. It definitely helps you guys get to know each other, but it's This is a work through book. So in the beginning, you write down your personal information, name, address, place of birth, date of birth, astrological signs, what have you learned, what has become of you, height, weight, eye color. Just a lot of personal information. And the reason I mention kids is because I originally purchased this book for my son, because you never know how much you know or don't know about your particular child. If you have more than one, you should get one for each one and learn the things that you think you know. More importantly, you'll find out some things that you didn't know. Your strangest possession, your most expensive possession, something that is precious to you. Material possessions are. So it gets really detailed about you. This is a book about you. So you can have it for yourself to learn more about you, or to teach somebody else more about you, or you can use this as a token, a trick, not a trick. I don't like that word. As an advantage with your parenting. So I'm certainly handing that book over to the little one, and love to read what he believes is important, what he thinks his most prized possession is, because I have no idea. You know, I know general information. I know his favorite movie. I know what he likes to do, but these are things that we should know about our children. We should know. So I recommend that book for anybody who wants to further their knowledge about themselves and or somebody else. What else going on? We got Valentine's Day coming up. Valentine's Day. A lot of people excited about that. Me personally, it's just another day. It's just another day. But that's no slight on anybody else who got big plans or who believes it's a big deal. To me, I think a man should be a good man every day of the year. I think a woman should be a good woman every day of the year. And I just don't like the idea of somebody else telling me when we should celebrate. That's me. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna give you guys we're gonna share some fun facts today. Very interesting facts, but very fun facts. We'll start off with Napoleon. Everybody's heard of the old saying, the Napoleon complex. Vic, good morning, brother. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Glad to have you back. We haven't seen you in a while. The Napoleon complex. Everyone's heard of this. Some of you have even used this statement yourself. You have the Napoleon complex, and the Napoleon complex is basically a play on someone's height. You know, the Napoleon complex. Napoleon is supposed to be some little guy with the little man syndrome, LMS. He's supposed to have the little man syndrome. Napoleon was 5'7". Okay, and by no stretch of the imagination is 5'7" short. 5'7" is not short, and then we're talking about way back in that far back ago. 5'7", you're a fairly decent sized man at 5'7". So that is a myth. That's fun fact number one. The Napoleon complex was just some British propaganda. Yeah, the British, you know, they used all kind of tactics back in the day. There was no internet, there was no radio, there was no any of that. So the Napoleon complex was British propaganda, posters and things that they pushed around, telling people to kind of, you know, get people to think that this was some tiny guy, and that's why he's all the way he is. I'm only going to mention this one because my son brought it up last week, but cow tipping. Where I live, there's a couple of farms fairly close to us, and so some of the guys around here grew up on farms or been a part of farms. And my son asked me one day about cow tipping. One of his friends talked about cow tipping. Cow tipping is not a real thing. It's not a real thing. Cows sleep standing up. So there's no cow tipping. There's no cow tipping. Another one inspired by my son, George Washington. He told me George Washington had wooden teeth. I have no idea where that came from, but I can say that I've also heard that. George Washington's teeth was not made of wood. His teeth was made of gold, lead, hippopotamus bones, and donkey teeth. I have no idea where wood came from, but his teeth were made of gold, lead, hippopotamus bones, and donkey teeth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a very, very interesting thing. Who else? Thomas Crapper. Thomas Crapper did not invent the toilet. That was an interesting one that my son didn't know. Thomas Crapper. And anybody ever knew where the word crap came from, or crapper, or you didn't know that, now you know. Thomas Crapper, but he did not invent the toilet. He didn't. Another thing, Albert Einstein. I heard a lot of people say this. This is hilarious to me. Albert Einstein did not fail high school math. Now, I want y'all to respond to this one because this is hilarious to me. This is the most mathematical person that you can think of without actually knowing. Why in the hell do anybody think that a genius on his level would fail high school math? You know what I mean? You know, think about us, as regular as we are. How many of you guys failed high school math? I'm sure it's possible, but not very many of us. And even if you did, I'm sure it wasn't because it was too difficult. Most of the time we didn't show up. Most of the time we didn't pay attention. Yeah, but anyway, Albert Einstein didn't fail high school math. That is certainly a myth. The Great Wall of China. Some people say that the Great Wall of China is so great, it's so big that you can see it from space. That is also not true. But don't take it from me. Look up a few scientists who talked about it. I mean, after all, they're only scientists. Believe who you wanna. The Great Wall cannot be seen from space. No, it can't be. The Great Wall can't be seen from space. All right, just a couple of fun facts. I think I'm gonna make that a regular part of the program here. I like sharing some of these things. Most of the things I know are new already, but I asked a few questions over the weekend and it really surprised me how many people didn't know some of these fun facts, so maybe I'll make it a point to start sharing a little bit more with you guys. All right. So let's talk about the American dream. Let's talk about the American dream. The reason, first of all, the American dream itself is, I just got to be frank, y'all. It's a load of crap. All right, it's a load of crap. As a country, we have one of the worst social upward ranking systems, or let me say we placed very poorly. Out of 24 countries, we are 16th on the social upward ranking system. And if you don't know what the social upward ranking system is, What I mean by that is, you know, kind of like what they say about the American dream. If you work hard, you can have a house with a picket fence and a dog, and you can make this much a year. You can live like this. We have one of the most terriblest, is that a word? Terriblest? We have one of the worst upward social ranking systems, period. If you rank 16 out of 24, you are no star. Doesn't mean you shouldn't have pride about where you're from. Doesn't mean you should not like where you're from or what you represent. But I believe it's very important that you know where you stand. We're 16th out of 24 in the social upward ranking mobility. That's terrible. That's terrible. You know, so as a country, as a whole, we have to do better. We have to do better. And as a matter of fact, if you're a poor person, things are even worse. Because as a poor person, you end up spending more money than people who are doing well off because you can't afford to buy in bulk. Generally, you can't afford it as a poor person, so you end up spending more money. You know, so we talk about things in this country to help get ahead, like you should have credit, you should have savings, but the irony in all of these things is that you have to have money already to partake in some of these other money games that's going on. You know what I mean? In order to have credit, in order for a bank to lend you money, you must have money already in the first place, or credit, which are two things that you're trying to accomplish. So how backwards is that? How backwards is that? Somebody DM'd me and said that I should spend a lot of time talking about finances and business. That's certainly a thought, but I think that's a different show. You know, here at the 5 a.m. Club, we're all about getting our day started, getting going, positive vibes, positive energy, a little bit of trivia, some information, things of that sort. But he certainly got me thinking about, you know, we got to have that business. We got to have a business show so we can really discuss and talk business, but that's something different. But right now, it did motivate me to talk about this, how crazy our beliefs is, how we really believe. There was a study conducted, and 46% of Americans, I believe, 46% of Americans believe that if you work hard, you can achieve your dreams. And I said that to say that that's part of the problem. Beliefs are not facts. As a matter of fact, whenever you believe something, it's because you don't know the facts. You understand what I'm saying? If you believe something, that means you do not know the facts. Do any of you have a mother and father? Of course you do. All of you do. If I said, do you have a mother or father? Do you know who your mother and father is? Your answer would be yes. I do have a mother and or a father. You wouldn't say, I believe so, because factually, you do have a mother or father. Now, if I say, do you know Christ? You'd say, yes, I believe in the Lord. I believe in whatever deity it is that you believe in. And the reason you say you believe in it is because you don't know. You've never met the invisible man. You've never met him. It's a belief. And 46% of Americans believe that we can pull ourselves out of debt, that we can will ourselves into good fortune. Well, we can definitely will ourselves into good fortune, but we definitely can't do it alone. The system is not designed for you to win, for you to get ahead. It's definitely not designed for us to get ahead. 40% of Americans could not pay a surprise bill of only $400. So whatever you do monthly, rent, mortgage, gas, car note, insurance, whatever your monthly bills are, if for some reason you were to have an unexpected bill of only $400, you would not be able to pay it. 46% of Americans would not be able to pay it. 46%. Think about that. It's almost half. Almost half of the people in the world could not pay an unexpected bill of an extra $400 a month. How's that for the American dream? Poor people spend 70% of their earnings, 70% of their money on food, housing, and transportation. 70% of what you bring in, you spend on food, housing, and transportation, leaving you very little bit of money to save, to invest, or build. And those are things that are important. Saving, investing, and building. Those are very important things. And it's, just sad that we don't necessarily have the means to be able to do these things. So we should pay attention to those things. We should pay attention to those things. Divine Bebop says a lunchbox is a good investment. Hey, I don't know if you're joking or not, but a lunchbox has been a good investment for me when it comes to my working out, my programming. I find it that it's very easy for me to stay on track, with my meal planning and prepping and my diet when I have a lunchbox, because it's always there. I can have it on the go. I don't have to think about it. It's right there. So that's certainly a good investment for me. Save a little money eating out, and you also save your body by eating good. Vic Williams said, dreams never end like you want to. You work to maintain. Unless you're in the 10%, then you can do the extra. Yeah, that's about right. And I'm not saying go get upset at your government, the country. I mean, these are upsetting things, but there's no need to waste time crying about it. Once you know the answer, which we know now, let's get to it. Now that you know that 70% of Americans, 70% of people, of poor people, which is a good chunk of us, spend most of our money on food, housing, and transportation. Why don't we get into the food business? Why don't we get into the housing business? Why don't we dive into transportation? Barry Beige, good day. It's every day, good day, man. I know it's the top of the hour for y'all. Y'all got to get to it. I appreciate y'all as always for tuning in. Thank you, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good day, fellas. Appreciate y'all. Why don't we get to it? Invest in food. Learn some sort of agricultural science. That's one of the things that we should, but most of us do not know. Housing. Again, it's investment. Transportation is also something that we can invest in. Let's start thinking about these things, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start thinking about it and see what we can do for ourselves and others around us. Is the American dream just a dream? You will decide. You and only you. So let's stay mindful of those things. Let's stay positive, and let's try to get ahead of the curve. Let's educate ourselves on as many topics relating to us as possible, and let's start getting ahead of the curve. If we've made decisions already, you don't necessarily have to live in every decision you made. Undo some of this stuff. Start over. Scrap some of these ideas. Also, if you have kids, children, loved ones, let's get them involved. Let's get them on the right path. Let's get them going in the right direction. It's important. Okay. That's been our hour here. The 5 a.m. Club. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Love you guys. Have a very, very wonderful day. May your days be full of sunshine, prosperity, and all the other good stuff. Let's make sure everybody get that like button before we get up out of here. I appreciated that. If you got anything from this video, please hit that like button, share the video, show some love any way you can, man. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, and until tomorrow.
I take cash out, Venmo, Zelle, EBT, ooh, EBT. I take cash out, Venmo. I take cash out, Venmo, Zelle.